Yeah, Kuba wants to kill a ghost today. Okay, welcome back. Last session, you saw some trees, you saw some centaurs,
We
you
ran
saw
from
you
centaurs.
ran from centaurs, you saw some ghost,
Ran from ghosts.
ran from ghost.
Someone got old from a ghost.
Slightly.
Mateus is looking older, maybe not wiser, still older.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think
Raise.
5e has anything like Pathfinder for aging benefits. And penalties.
Not to mention
but...
it was only 4 years.
Yeah, if it was 40 years, maybe. But yeah,
Well.
you're still around Stone Stand. I think you retreated to your airship for the night.
Yes, and because we were horrified. Question, was it the same ghost, or did it seem to be a different person each time?
It looked to be the same ghost.
Okay. I mean, what do you guys say? If we're going to Everlund to get cured of curses, we might as well do this now. But if you don't want to, I will cede and we'll just leave.
Fine, let's kill a ghost.
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
good either
we're
way. I
gonna
guess I
seek
can't
the
get
One
harbor
more
thing
zone
though
cursed.
is, do we have any way of can I make a knowledge on ghosts in general?
Religion would be ghosts.
Alright.
Did we seem to be affected by its frightening appearance when we resummoned it and saw it again?
17.
No, it seemed like as soon as everybody saw the ghost once, they had to roll the save. But then when they saw it subsequent times, it didn't affect them.
We've seen that already. Come back with something worse.
Ghosts. Yeah,
They're
you guys are
spooky.
pretty well versed on ghosts. I'm gonna say that Marathi has done a dissertation on ghosts while in Bard College.
No,
you
that
would
was
know
goats.
That most ghosts have a resistance to almost all forms of damage, unless it's magical. They have an immunity to most statuses. They're usually ethereal. They have many tricks depending on the kind of ghost. Usually the way you dispose of ghosts is with magic. Although if you have enchanted weapons, that should do the trick.
I think the only way I can enchant my weapon is if I use the Ild rune.
Is that the one where it, like, destroys it and it
becomes a
possesses...
You
it gets
forge
like
the
a
rune
plus-
into the weapon.
Yeah, that might be a bit too much. You could always... Actually, you know what?
Magic
I have
weapon
this...
is a spell.
No,
Isn't it a bard spell as well?
I hold up the Issei dagger and I'm like, it's ice, but it's a weapon.
Ice is nice.
I mean, I guess like the Great Club is a magical weapon, right?
Yes.
That is true.
So we could wait an hour, let you attune to that, and you could club it.
I-
You're proficient in clubbing,
I mean,
right?
Did you
I've
yell
been
at the
holding
ghost?
on
That's
to
it.
the
I'm
club.
getting me mallet before you left.
That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
Would that give him proficiency if he did?
Mallet?
Nah.
But actually, what was it? I mean, I've had this club for a big long time
The
now.
club is a simple weapon, by the way. I think everybody
Oh.
has proficiency in clubs.
I
Yeah,
think
but
maybe
usually
not
have-
wizards, but yeah.
Maybe not wizards, but most classes that could use a weapon are usually proficient in simple weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My thing is that I've had this for what's been at least a couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure I'm attuned to it by now.
You have to
You have to
actively
say
study
you
it.
want to.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. We can
okay.
spend an hour here, let people attune to the various magical items we have, and get us some magical weapons to deal with a ghost. Can we non-lethally
attune to the
deal with a
thing.
ghost?
Mm,
In the meantime, I think someone got touched for necrotic. They should probably use the same amount of time to, patch up their wounds.
Yep.
yeah,
that
you can take a
hurt.
short rest, I guess. That covers pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's
That's
an hour.
literally the thing we have to do, but yeah.
Okay. I'll send
So-
you back to the map though if you wanna.
I'd
Alright,
like to,
Turi,
if everyone
or-
else is
uh,
okay.
Before we go out and do it, I attuned to the Great Club, so now I can use it.
Do you need the Ild rune as a weapon, Shell?
It's like would it
It's
count
a
as
dagger.
a dagger? Yeah, I can work with that.
Okay.
I
We'd
guess
like
while
it
you're-
back, but...
I'm gonna go and create a battleground for you.
Yeah, because the measurements
It's
are
a
a bit...
big distance.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, ghosts do count as a type of undead, right? I know it's like a silly question, maybe, but
No, that's a fair question.
If you're
Yeah.
asking about healing them, that doesn't work anymore.
no. It's because I have 1 a day protection
Oh.
from good and evil, and I was thinking of
Ooh.
using that on one of our melee boys before we would go in.
Well, that's pretty off of you to assume that a ghost has an alignment. Just
It's
don't
not.
say
That's not how the spell works anymore.
Is a dagger slashing or piercing?
it. Piercing.
I thought it was both. Finesse, light, range thrown, melee weapon, piercing, range 2060. Although, the Ild rune might count as something else. Or Issei rune. Sorry.
Here. Because you roll so well on ghosts, Maradi, I'll tell you that a ghost can be any alignment.
Oh no!
Interesting.
Like I said, that's literally it's not how that works.
Well, now you know.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
aberrations,
Yeah, that I
celestials,
wasn't doubting.
elementals, fae, fiends, undead. Interesting.
Yeah, it's bizarre that they call
Call it protection from
Oh yeah, it is definitely an undead.
Arcana or something, like...
Protection
right?
from monster.
I'm guessing it's because
'Cause I'm pretty sure aberrations
Faerun
can be
still
neutral.
functions under the idea that necromancy is just purely evil, and so like if celestials and stuff are good, then you just go evil and good, I guess.
It's good that they combined it together, for sure.
Yeah,
but...
definitely. Oh god.
So, Shell, you have resistance to fire damage now. Guess what I'm throwing at you to hit the ghost?
I also have resistance to. Well, I already had resistance to fire because I'm a tiefling.
Just get one more and you'll heal 50% of what you take from fire, right? It's additive.
I also have resistance to cold because of my rune.
Mm-hmm.
And
Remember, you can make
before
yourself immune to the next bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing damage you take. You can cast Sleet Storm once a short rest. Damn, I should use that more often.
real quick, before we do engage with the ghost, I'll specifically put protection from evil and good on Creek.
Yay.
Or actually,
Mm,
maybe I should put it on
one of...
Oh.
because I mean, okay, so they're in the front. One of them is gonna get hit more. The thing is Creek can take more, whereas Shao can't.
What did we
necessarily.
learn about undead or ghosts? Reiterate what you had told us with the knowledge.
Mostly immune to, or not.
Right.
They're mostly immune to status conditions. They have some pretty significant resistance to almost all forms of non-magical damage.
I'm not
Usually
surprised
the
they're
way
not
you take
immune
care
to
of
them,
ghosts
but
with
yeah.
magic.
Well, me and
Yeah.
Maradi
Point
will
is,
be able
I'm
to...
I'm focusing mostly on the whole disadvantage on that person. So if Shao's going to be in the front, then I could see myself putting it on him. But if he's going to be more at range with like a bow or something, and Creek's going to be, up in melee, then yeah, I'd put it on Creek.
There's a few things on there that kind of make me feel it'd be better to save it for the combat, but
Well, it's
I'm not
10
sure.
minutes. It would be something that I would apply like just as we're about to engage the ghost.
the duration's 10 minutes, the casting time's in action.
Okay.
We
You guys,
know it can frighten
okay,
us, but...
that's implying that I can't cast spells unless I'm in combat. Like, that's silly.
Well, no, what I'm saying is we know it can frighten us. It's the second paragraph that makes me think it might be good in case something happens and it has another source of frightening.
Okay, but it's not against just fright. Like, this, one of us is going to be in melee combat with it. So, disadvantage on attack rolls against that target will be beneficial for someone like Creek.
And then, depending if, well, ghosts can be intelligent, it'll just go for Shell at that point.
I mean, that's I guess. Okay, but then by that logic, I should never cast the spell at all, because
Well, no, what I'm saying is you can
no,
save it
'cause
for the
here's
second
thing,
effect.
I'll cast the spell, and then it'll go, oh, so-and-so cast the spell on this guy. I'm going to go ahead and just not attack him until I know the spell is gone.
Well, no, it has other benefits, is what I'm saying. Like, I
Just cast
understand
it
that
on
you want
Shao,
the...
God.
It's fine.
That's
It's
not
your
that's
spell.
not what we're arguing about here. But yeah, we haven't. We've all seen the ghost, right? I want to reiterate that.
Yep.
Did I see the ghost? I
No,
believe
you
I
did not
did.
see the ghost.
I did.
Oh, so-
okay. So
I mean, if you want to be 4 years older,
right. But the thing is that I couldn't even cast this on myself as a preparation. Well, I mean, okay, I could, and then just
I mean,
the
we
one
can
time,
inform
you
you,
know,
hey, hey, buddy, there's
I'll
a
see
ghost.
it and I won't be frightened. But there's a whole bunch of other benefits that would be of better use to the people like fighting it. Like with me, I'm not going to be able to get in melee against it because I don't have any magic weapons.
I'm just afraid it might get into melee with us because, you know, incorporeal.
I want to
mean,
smack
true.
it.
Okay, I'll just wait until combat, I guess, and use one of my rounds on that.
I wonder how this
It's not
will
like
work.
I can really use a round to attack it, anyways.
Before combat starts,
magical attacks?
Oh yeah, I do have some psychic stuff, I guess.
I think that'd work. Honestly, it's up to you. I'm just saying that there is
Yeah,
a benefit
it
to.
makes sense. I just was thinking of using it just so a round wouldn't have to be spent doing it, since it does last 10 minutes. But yeah, I'll just do it at the start of combat as it's required. Well, no, because it's touch, and so if I want.
Oh, if it's touch, then yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see that on the.
It's the creature you touch. So yeah, you know what? I will put it on Creek before we start with the ghost. Sorry
If
that
that's-
took
what's the
several
length
minutes
of that?
Yeah.
to
If-
figure out. But
If
yeah.
that's the case, he should be the one to walk past the Karens first.
I'm also gonna cast Ensnare Strike on my.
Also, I'm
Shield
assuming
Rune,
we're gonna start like over here, and the Karens are like
Or
here.
actually, I'll do my bow. I'll do it on my
I
bow.
don't know
Also,
how spaced they are.
For what it's worth, I believe my
I should probably,
nameplate
like,
is
draw those
invisible,
in.
Will.
What was that, Tom?
I believe my nameplate is invisible.
That fine. Right.
It's very important. Damn it.
Well, more if I can't see his health.
Everyone has to know my name. Doesn't have to be right now.
Come on, man.
Can we just
Alright.
smite him, like right now?
All right, well, if you do that, then all of your arguing would have been for nothing.
But yeah,
Legit.
before
Let's just kill a
combat-
ghost.
Before combat, I'll
Oh.
cast Ensnaring Strike on my bow or my crossbow, and I'll wait to. Start to take aim to where Creek is walking.
And I'm assuming these are all the Karens.
Yes. Getting behind one of these is a line of sight blocker, by the way.
Okay, good to know. And actually, it was when we saw the tree it appeared, or when we passed the Karens. I don't know if we
I think it was when we
figured
passed the can.
Once you approached the inner dip, that's when
Gotcha.
the ghost started to appear.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I think we're ready as well. Well, I'll be up at the top of the hill,
Yeah.
but not
Mhm,
quite.
same.
Okay. So I'm gonna go take a step. Take a
And
step.
Creek has the protection from good and evil.
Yes, he does.
We did because it was touched, so it's on Creek.
Mhm.
Why don't you have it?
That and like that.
And lengthen spell?
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Anything?
Nope, nothing yet.
Keep making my way toward the tree.
Oh, since when
there
does it
you
mess with
are.
squares?
And then
Oh shit, that's cool.
Oh yeah, you could always do that. You could also
a
do
spooky
it with.
ghost.
If you,
Oh!
Too spoopy.
I mean,
This time I'm
Maradi, roll
ready.
me a wisdom save.
All right.
As you
Got it.
see it for the first time.
Uh-huh.
good luck.
18.
Hey,
You are not terrified by its
Alright.
terrifying visage.
I'm going to push
praise
this
hate
this
button
your
ghost.
youthful looks.
for obvious reasons. Fuck.
All right.
Oh, it's staring at you, Creek.
Menacingly.
Just it notices
Are we
you.
in combat yet?
It hasn't done anything yet.
All right. I stare
Just
at back.
tell it we're taking the skull.
We're taking the skull, I guess.
Okie dokie.
Is that the ghost talking? Are we free to go?
The ghost says thank you.
That's all we had to do, huh? Just tell it what we wanted to do.
No, unfortunately not.
Does he draw his ghost sword?
The ghost tries to lay hands on Creek, but nothing seems to happen, and the ghost will reel back and rise, and you're now in initiatives.
someone said howitzer,
Hmm.
fire.
So it wasn't even interesting.
Maybe it has like.
Miss me with them hands.
Well, it
Maybe
wouldn't be an
felt like a
attack.
kindred spirit to another barbarian that could have
And
also
his
been-
noodle arms.
Hold on, you guys are all over the board. I'm gonna add you
Oh.
back in manually.
Okay.
Put
Sure.
yourselves. Because I gotta add the spooky ghost.
No, not so spooky anymore. We've seen it
It's
once.
still a ghost.
I mean,
Shoot, you're
it's
right,
still
though.
spooky. Whether or not we're spooked by it is another matter entirely.
Okay, so 15 for Marathi, 9 for Kuba, 17. Okay. That seems to be everybody. Cal, you have the first turn.
Crit.
God
Oof.
damn. Well, let's find out one thing first.
Low crit.
Yikes!
But also, it needs to make a DC 13, I think.
Well, here's the question first. You cast a spell on your crossbow, but the crossbow itself isn't magical. Will that affect it?
Okay.
Basically, no, he's basically enchanted himself. Because it's contingent on next time he hits a creature with any weapon attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count that as a magical enhancement. So yeah, that'll
Okay.
work.
All right, so it needs to
Cool.
make a strength save of
Be
DC, I believe,
restrained.
13.
Okay.
Well, can a
No,
ghost
it
be
cannot
restrained?
be restrained.
Okay. Well,
It will take damage. That was
So that'll
5.
take 5.
yeah, a
Seems to
really
take
lame
less.
crit.
That was a pretty unfortunate crit. Minimum damage.
Yeah, that is actually absolute minimum damage.
Yep. Well, I got 2 more shots in me. Though I still don't think that these will actually.
It seems to not take the damage from the ensnaring strike though, because it doesn't affect it.
Yeah. Second shot,
25 will hit.
and I need to double check the actual type of damage this is. I don't think it. I don't know if it was forced or if it was piercing for.
It might be untyped for the Giant Slayer.
It could be the type that whatever
Large.
hit it.
No, it's just.
Is it,
1d8 damage. If the target is below maximum hit points. So yeah, I have no clue what that would entail. If it would be 5 force or just 5 more piercing damage.
It would
usually
be
when you add
whatever
damage, it's...
the damage type would be.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah,
if
that
you hit
would
him with a
be-
piercing hit, that'll be an additional 5 piercing damage. If you hit them with a slashing attack, it would be additional 5 slashing damage.
All right, that is my turn, I believe.
Okay. Now it is the ghost's turn.
Oh no!
You're gonna club it. What are you afraid of?
The ghost will try to touch you.
At
Oh, actually-
disadvantage.
Hold on, real quick. The ghost will try to touch you.
That's never a good sign.
Okay.
16 to touch with disadvantage.
Okay.
With this, on me.
Yes.
That is a miss.
No, it has even longer noodle arms than you and reached 15 feet to Marathi.
Let's see here.
It's like, it's the piranha plant of 5e.
Yeah. Fun fact:
That
you can
down
grab
B
him-
is ridiculous.
You can grab him out of all of his extendo attacks.
I'm not surprised. I assumed his hitbox would increase with it. That side B is disgusting, though.
It will frown and then float through creek.
Ugh.
That
Wait.
doesn't look healthy.
That doesn't feel healthy.
Whoosh. And you take.
Wait, I just take damage from this? Yuck.
Ooh. Spicy.
Oh, sorry. No, never mind. You don't take damage. It'll
Oh,
take
is
damage
it?
if it ends inside something.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I was
it's
like,
inside of
It
them. Okay.
moves through creek and then moves through him again because it can.
And then
Oh,
just
God.
keeps
And then
doing
a
that.
third time.
God
And-
damn it.
You're getting to the main point of why trample was bullshit in Pathfinder.
it's got 40 feet. It'll do it one more time. Creek, it's your turn.
Real
Alright.
quick, Creek, if you delay until after me, I can try to give you advantage.
I don't
There's
think
no
there's
No
delaying.
delay.
Oh, that's right. Well, damn it. Then never mind.
I'm
I
getting
give
sick
up
of
his whole
all this
attack.
talking. I'm gonna rage. Please have the Goast
The deck
make a
save.
con save.
Con save.
Or deck save, sorry, you're right.
Okay, I'll keep the roll.
Ba-dum-bum.
It has a different bonus, but it got a 12.
12 will fail. It takes a whopping 1
Wow.
damage.
It's electric
It's
at
lightning
least.
damage though, so
This actually helps me. Does it seem to
It-
take less?
It took 1 electric damage.
Could we tell if
man,
it was
it's almost
resistant?
like you can't damage resistance
No,
one.
it was so minuscule the ghost
Mother-
couldn't resist anything.
You had one damn job, was to let me know if I could use electricity on this thing.
Alright, well, in that case, we're just gonna have to go with a good old great club.
Right. That's a magic weapon, yeah?
Yes.
You told us it
Okay.
was, so we're assuming.
Just
Fools!
making
You
sure
fell
that
for the
he's using
biggest
right
trick in the book!
magic weapon. That'll hit.
Alright.
Especially considering I almost
for
died
11
getting
bludgeoning.
it.
That's
Okay.
9 plus the rage 2.
It seems to take the complete amount of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Ah.
I am going to hit the ghost with a skeleton weapon. No, I'm not.
That hits.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yes, you are.
It's a ghost.
it's a ghost. Fair enough. All right,
I
and
think ghosts were kind of hard to hit because they're
10.
incorporeal. Oh, well.
I would assume that ghosts wouldn't care about things made in the human world.
but
Fair
Yes.
enough.
I was thinking the same.
Mhm.
all right. So bear in mind that I'm rolling for base damage and then just add 2 to my rolls.
Just had to. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, Marathi.
Okay, as a second level, I'm going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt.
Okie doke.
Kazoo.
Oh.
Let's see, though. Does a 10...
Let's find. Are you gonna take the chance? Are you gonna inspire? What's your plan here?
Nah, it's just a second level. Does a 10
I
hit?
will hold up before
Okay.
anything. I still have a reaction even though I haven't acted because I wasn't surprised, correct? This isn't like Pathfinder.
You've formally entered the turn
Yeah.
order.
I am going to use 2 sorcery points to increase that by 2. So a 12.
Well, we'll hit.
You're
Cool.
welcome.
Thank you.
You don't know
And
if a 10
before
would
we
hit,
get out
though.
of the game, and Will says he has an AC of 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but
So that's
15 radiant.
18 radiant. This thing.
Hmm?
Oh,
has
with a
a
higher
higher-
level cast, yeah.
Yeah, it's a higher
oh
level.
Okay.
right, we'll
The
add them together.
ghost will dissipate. Ooh.
Ha! Now we'll see if you get cursed.
Well, something does happen.
I start like just looking around, preparing for curse feeling.
Don't worry,
Hey,
it's
number
very
2 it
sudden.
is. No movement.
Sorry.
Go back.
Wait, what happened to 2?
We're still in initiative.
Another ghost.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This one's wearing different clothing.
I see.
You can all see it, so everyone rolls me wisdom.
Grand.
It has a
do I get
different fear.
Do I get any advantages for
You just
being
don't have
protected?
to roll it.
I'm
I'm going
Oh,
to
it's just a
inspire that. I
Yep.
don't feel like.
Same.
Okay, well, 11's better than.
What are you guys all worried about?
Yeah, so Creek doesn't have to roll. Marathi is unaffected.
I am very
Mateus is
affected.
now frightened
Grand.
again.
4 more years. 4 more years.
He didn't make that threshold. However, Shal did.
4 more
4
years. 4 more years.
We
Ghost
just
for
served
President
2 terms
2020.
between us, Shall.
Now we're all into re-initiatives.
Are we re-rolling?
I
or
was
are you just
about to
gonna
take my
send-
turn.
Sorry, dude. Initiative order broke.
Initiative machine broke.
Well, to be fair, not gonna matter too much because my turn's going to be running
Running
away.
refrigerators.
Yeah, Shal's also feared for a
what
minute.
was
I mean,
what was that
feared.
about? Saving it. No more fears. I mean,
Is that that new L'Oreal champion?
Right
No
now,
More
in
Fears?
my position, I'm really glad that Creek isn't afraid and running away.
Okay, everybody's new initiatives in?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Marathi, the turn is yours.
Okay. Now in 5e, there's no provoking from casting.
Nope.
in,
No.
Yeah, casting
Okay.
a ranged
Unless it
attack
has
will
a
have
feat.
casting a ranged attack would have disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Any ranged attack, not just casting. But
I don't know if these ghosts have Mage Slayer.
to be fair, we haven't really seen anything that has a feat. I'd be shocked and honestly surprised. Which, don't read too much into that.
All right. What I'll attempt then is taking just a movement out to there, probably provoking.
Yes, it will. However, it won't try to attack you. Make a charisma save.
Ooh.
Oh, you don't say. Hey,
You are so
No.
handsome, the ghost is stunned.
yeah. And
What did it
That's
seem to be
movement.
doing there?
so what did it look like it was doing when I did move away?
It tried to touch you, and it did touch you, but it didn't do any damage. It seemed to be doing something else, but you don't quite know.
Okay, well. I mean,
I mean, I'll sort of look at it quizzically and
Real monsters?
Well,
I'll
I mean,
go
we
ahead
are fighting
and-
ghosts.
The action is yours.
I'll as a third level this time, I'll cast a guiding bolt.
Okay.
That's an 11.
It is.
You know what? Considering my position, I'm pretty inspired. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it.
You know what happens every time you do this?
I know.
How many times do you have to be taught this lesson by roll 20?
Right.
Never,
I only
ever
get 20s and
inspire.
stuff.
It has to tempt you by going one under what hit it.
There we
No,
go.
no,
Okay.
never mind.
23 will hit.
Yeah.
It acquiesced
Okay.
this time.
Higher level. Let's see it.
Ooh.
All right, so that's 24 radiant.
Pretty
Alright.
good.
Your guiding bolt slams directly into it, and if the ghost could feel pain, it probably would.
I mean, I'd hope so. Also, damn, you're going all out with these attempted to make 2 rolls.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else?
I will go ahead and bestow bardic inspiration upon Shal.
Val, you are currently running as fast as you can from this.
That's right. I forgot.
God.
Damn it, I
Whoops.
should have put on Creek. I forgot.
You
Shal
also
was cleared.
notice
damn
that this ledge is 10 feet. I don't know if you calculated that in your distance.
I'm just jumping off of the ledge.
Oh,
Ah.
up. 10 feet up.
Oh, so
Oh.
we're in a dip, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, then I still don't have too much of an issue because I have
Then he
about
jumps.
60 feet.
Okay, roll another wisdom then to try to resist the frightening.
Okay, so we do get one at the end of each turn. That's good.
The reason why I just let you run for a minute was because
Nope.
it disappeared. Yeah, you're still
Mhm.
running.
Nah.
Yeah, damn.
Oh, now it's
Still
time for the
running.
spooky ghost. Hold on,
Is
before
it
that
gonna-
happens.
Okay.
It will now float menacingly towards both of you and touch
Grand.
Barati.
Grand.
Okay.
13 to touch.
13 to touch. Well,
There's no touch AC. It's just against
yeah.
AC.
You can be, no, that'll miss.
Okay. It will now float through both of you. And then
Well,
it's turn.
between
Creek.
both of us.
All right. I take a step. I point at it and I zap it first before anything
Okay,
else.
that's a dex save, yeah. 13 to save.
That is a fail for future reference DC 14.
It's what,
All
3
right.
plus
Let's
8
see
plus
what we
strength?
can do about these D6s, eh? Okay, that's much more
It
respectable.
seems to take less.
Okay, that's good to know.
All right, then I march up again.
And you
Go
have
to
advantage
town.
on this.
Oh yeah, guiding bolt. 24.
4 will hit.
Mash. For,
5 damage.
5.
Okay.
And then this one does not have advantage.
19 will
19
hit.
for 8.
8. Okay.
Why are you rolling so shit?
Because I'm rolling
Nice.
a D8.
You must
Here's my
run.
question. Would I be smart enough to disengage, or am I just trying to escape as much as I can?
Let me read the condition, because this will apply to any time anybody is
Yeah.
frightened. Which is, well, I should also write 5e, not just look up the definition of
Frightened.
Yeah.
He frightened.
He's afraid. He's afraid.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you just
Frightened
can't
is-
willingly move closer.
Does it say different from... Oh, no. Okay, I just have disadvantage against it. So, I stand my ground, but am quite afraid. I will try and shock and grasp it.
I'm sorry, but this area is not a standard ground state.
Damn, I guess I'm going to
Okay,
jail.
roll a shock. 17 will shock. Oh, we'll touch, at least.
You
For
watch
7 lightning, and it cannot take reactions now, and I run.
Fair enough. Roddy, back to you.
out. Okay.
I can get to about here with the 10 feet.
I'll go ahead
Oh,
and I'll just cast Vicious Mockery, which is it's got to make a Wisdom save.
Okie doke. A 4.
That does not beat a 15, so it'll take 4 psychic damage.
I'm waiting for the no, it won't.
Eh. Most. Your cutting words, or your mockery of it, was able to destroy it?
Oh.
Ha
Does that
Question
mean
mark?
Shal's no longer... Oh, wait, Shal didn't have to run away.
I
He
did.
didn't.
Whoops.
Or Shal didn't have to, but he did.
He's
Yeah.
sober. He's not in his right mind.
Oh, stop moving.
God damn it.
how many ghosts do we have to kill?
How many times are we going to get aged?
How many Karens are there?
Good question. Are these an accurate
A
representation?
spooky ghost appears.
For fuck's sake!
You got what you wanted, Kuba.
I
As
didn't
many
want
ghosts as
this.
You can kill.
Shal and Mateus, roll me wisdom saves.
God damn it.
That wasn't this.
Oh my
I'm going
God.
to. I'm going to bend the whims of fate, and could I say I had advantage and use that instead? And I give you the ball essentially.
You did roll 2 dice.
Yeah.
And if you say you... It's kind of gimmicky because you know the result, but you did roll 2 dice.
Yeah, and
You know.
because I had the disadvantage from the
in
previous
a
fear.
tabletop situation, you would not have rolled the second dice because you
Mhm.
would have just known. So I would count that as you can use the wins to roll a 20. That's
Okay.
I will grant you that.
Bitch.
However, Shal,
4 more years.
one more.
Oh.
Okay, let's even it out to a nice 5.
Even
How old are you now?
and now we're redoing initiatives again.
33.
Yay! Whoa,
Thank
you're
you.
over the hill, man. You're the grizzled old veteran at this point.
I'm the sober grizzled old
Also,
veteran.
how
For
long
fuck's
does,
sake!
How long does the protection last, Jordan?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Concentration.
Yeah,
So
it's
you could break
concentration.
his concentration.
Well, at least I'm not feared this time.
Indeed.
Guess who is?
Well, that just means
no,
you can't.
Shal, oh yeah, you just can't get closer to it.
Is he within 60 feet? Or within.
Any-
Is it within
it's
sight?
Within sight.
Gotcha. 60.
What's my crossbow's range?
Usually it's like 100 or 30.
Yep.
Remember, attacks against it will be at a disadvantage.
Your hands are shaking.
Ghost spaghetti.
I wonder what ghost spaghetti would taste like. Probably
12?
nothing.
12 will hit.
For 9 possible damage.
Got it.
Then second shot. 12.
12 will hit. No, its AC increases. It, it knows that
8
attack.
plus-
Okay, so
8.
oh,
Okay. Now I'm getting the nice rolls.
don't complain.
I
right.
got 5 years on me.
I've got 4 years. We're in similar
Two old
situations.
men bickering
I
at
got
each
4
other. I see.
curses.
Let's settle this over chess.
Only 3 creek.
Okay.
Anyway,
fine.
that's my turn.
Okay. Maradi.
Please
Okay.
kill it before it goes.
Those
uh,
ghosts.
Yeah, okay. I'll
Currently
attack
can't
this
see
one.
it
I'm
'cause of
thinking
its
that
10-foot
maybe.
rise.
Well, remind me, is the skull what we're going after, or was it something else?
Yes,
It
the
was a
skull is
skull.
what you're going after.
Okay, yeah. Okay, because
I think I see what
nearly
you're
forgot. I'm
planning,
like,
and-
if I destroy the skull, perhaps the ghost will go away. But I'm glad I didn't act on that. I'm gonna go ahead and as a 3rd level again, cast Guiding Bolt.
You have to get
Can't
up
see
the
it.
cliff.
Oh, it's
This
upwards.
is-
Remember,
yeah,
it's
we're in a
10
dip.
feet down, not 10 feet up.
We're down. Okay, so I'll make my way up.
Okay,
And
as you
that's
make
it
your way
now.
up and see the ghost, make a wisdom save.
Oh, right.
16.
You are not affected by its horrifying visage.
Also,
Right.
by the way, this is another decline, correct?
Yes.
Oh, so it's like a bowl.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
You might be onto something though with grabbing the skull from the
Fuck.
roots.
It looks really embedded in there. Like it would take
Okay.
a long time. You might have to
Sounds
chip
like
away
a
the
job
roots.
for trusty sword and axe.
Yeah,
Smash the
that
skull.
will not hit.
Yep, and what I'll go ahead and do is I'll give Creek die a bark inspiration.
Okay.
The one I should go up there.
Speaking
Yeah.
of, it's Greek's turn.
Okay.
Help
5,
me.
10. Hello.
Hey.
Sorry, 20 as I ascend. And
As
I
he
look at the
ascends.
ghost, and the ghost looks at me, and I look at
Wisdom
the ghost.
save.
And he looks at me, and I
And I
look at him.
But you're not affected. So.
I'm not, so I just keep
Yeah.
walking on over. So 20, 25, and I will attack it from here.
You
Noodle
son of a
arms.
bitch!
Extend.
Wiggly arms. All right.
Go, Gadget.
You
Oh,
left
actually,
me as the
first,
only
I'm-
person
first
in
I'm going
melee
to-
with it.
I'm going to run up to its. I'm going to point up to its face with my noodle arms and hit it with a bolt of static electricity.
Oh yes.
And by that I mean, please roll a
Dex
dex save.
save.
Like you want
It
me to
rolls
die.
20. It saves.
Okay, great. Then it takes. It takes 2.
2, which means it takes 1.
Wait, whoa. Oh, because it saved, yeah.
Oh, because it has resistance, right?
And
yeah.
it has resistance.
So, now noodle arms they retract and grab the great club and extend again
13 will hit.
for 8.
8. Okay.
17 for 10.
And for 10. Okay. Ghost time.
Ghost time.
It
Grand.
will put its hand on Mateus. Mateus, make a charisma save.
Balls.
Aren't you?
15. I'm
You
very good at it.
resist. It will
Oof.
float through you to get on this side.
Not gonna do it a couple more times.
Nah, your turn.
Woo! Woo! It's just gonna keep pacing through you and going, I'm a ghost!
You know, I have a certain thing I like to do when things are in my face like this.
Don't do
God
it now.
damn it, Maradi.
10 feet. 10 feet.
God damn it,
Oh, you
Maradi.
crested. You trying to fireball the ghost?
I am. I'm gonna fire it up, like, just off the screen to the point where it clips the ghost, but not Maradi. There's a square
like the
there, it's
ghost
just
off
I
screen.
can't.
Yeah.
I can't target it. But do things happen? Do you pass the puck? Well, first, it doesn't happen from myself.
12.
Like, you don't even answer me, you just roll on the
Oh, I
damn
said yeah.
table. Oh, I didn't hear it. Alright, a 12. Roll a d10, your height changes by a number of inches. If the roll is odd, you shrink. If the roll is even, you grow.
Go for it,
Alright.
boy.
I grow 10 inches!
Holy shit. My,
This
he
is
was
not
a
going
growing
to bode
boy.
well for the royal wardrobe.
After he's aged 4 years, he's now grown 10 inches tall.
Does that make me like 6'8"?
I know people like that.
Hey, it's Chris.
Yeah.
Roll me a dex save DC 15.
Oh, boy.
Why did I roll a 10 on that shit?
It rolls at 15.
Alright, so half damage. I'll keep that roll, but I'm guessing 17 and then halved again.
Yep.
Okay, so 8
That's for 8.
balls. Also, I'm pretty sure all of my bones just start shrieking in pain as I
Yeah.
grow 10 inches
gonna need
instantly.
You gotta do the Gattaca thing where they remove like part of your shin bones.
Oh, God, and
My
then let it
bonitis!
regrow.
Oof. Alright, anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, Shal.
Alright, 2 shots. Oh,
That'll hit. That is enough to kill it.
I start like getting ready for another ghost to appear.
Why, hello.
God damn it!
Everyone roll me wisdom saves.
Hello. Except for me.
17.
Because you know why?
16.
Alright,
4
none
more
of you are
years.
affected by
Have a
its
table up.
horrifying visage.
Well, no. What about Ron?
I got
Roll
a
13.
You got 13.
I didn't see that at first.
Also, you wouldn't have had disadvantage on that one.
Yeah, that was just me because I had disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah, same. I did
Yeah.
the same thing.
You're all rolling initiatives again. Well, I'm pretty certain you'll all go before the ghost. Wow,
No!
you made it close. No, you're still going
Almost.
before the
Sorry, I
ghost.
forgot where my character sheet was. Womp womp.
Okay, Maradi, you're up.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Wait, you're
everyone,
like
for
up
making
here,
us
you
fight
crested-
the
Yeah.
You crested
fight the
hill.
ghost. This is my fault.
I swear, if this isn't the last ghost, and I'll
Jesus.
cast Guiding Bolt again at
Alright.
a 3rd level.
Okay.
21.
21 will hit.
To be fair, this one shouldn't be able to do anything. Ooh, 23.
Ah,
23.
23.
Okay.
You're definitely our star player because your damage seems to be doing full.
Yeah, your guiding bolt definitely smacks it in the ghost back.
Mm-hmm.
Different from
Hey,
the regular back.
my
It's
my big
incorporeal.
dumb club gets him good.
Any
Yeah, good
movement
luck
on
getting
your
over
end?
there.
All right, I'll pull up my Ild root.
Hold on. Maradi can still move.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I could still move.
He doesn't want to, though.
I guess, yeah, I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, and then... Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Alright. Shao, you're up.
I'll use the Ild rune to try to stab him.
You have advantage.
Does a 10
And you
hit?
also have your Diabardic Inspiration.
Oh, right. I'll use that. How much is it? 1d8?
Yep.
Yeah.
15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Nice.
For 6 damage, unless it does anything else.
It seems to do the full amount as your dagger strikes it.
Alright, then second attack. 13 to hit.
And will hit.
For 7.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okie doke. Creek.
All right, let me double check the distance on this. Now, question: I can get to here with 40 feet. Do I have visual range on it?
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Can I throw my club at it?
We have to look up the
Uh,
range of a
It's an
club.
improvised weapon. Let's see. Weapons. Thrown.
Oh, it's...
Doesn't have the thrown properties.
Yeah,
so you have
to...
disadvantage.
Is that how... Oh, yeah. That
If
does
it
not...
disadvantage,
It
but would
has...
it use the normal weapons properties? Like, for example, if I did manage to clock it with
Yeah,
the
it's-
great club.
I
You're
think?
throwing it with dex.
Oh,
so to hit is proficiency plus, or not even proficiency.
I'm
'cause it's
sorry
an
to say,
improvised thrown
Tom,
weapon.
a melee weapon that does not have the thrown property deals 1d4 damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Let me double check one last thing.
Because you're like club. Ugh. It goes like pop.
Clonk.
Seriously, you could throw like a pebble and have it do like comparable damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Except a
Yeah,
pebble's
well,
not
that's
magical.
what magic
Actually,
stone's
no, a
for.
pebble has the thrown property, doesn't it?
God.
Wait, does that mean you could throw a giant ass boulder and then the impact would only do 1d4?
Something tells me boulder's an ammunition type.
Yeah, probably.
Aw, damn it. Okay. Yeah, all I can do is move.
Okay.
Actually, I am going to attack it by by throwing a rock at it, just because I'm angry at it.
Okay, roll.
Disadvantage
20
because
plus
range
dex.
is... Well, 20
Yep,
plus
you got
dex
it.
at disadvantage because more
At
than 20
disadvantage.
feet. Oh my god.
14 will hit.
So-
All right, great. It's intangible. I
Does
just hated that.
1d4 damage. It's
Yeah.
a pebble.
Yeah, but okay, okay.
It was
it's-
a big rock.
All right, 1d4 coming right up. Plus dex, you said?
No dex. It's just 1d4.
Yep.
Oh wait, do I add my rage bonus to it?
No.
No, it's not a weapon.
All right.
So 1 damage.
Wow. I can't believe it didn't fly through the ghost and hit Shao. Yes.
Alright, I will move up a little bit. Keep him behind everyone else. I'll cast a Chaos Bolt as a 3rd level spell.
Yow.
Not gonna twin it or anything. 'Cause I'm going to... Not Winds of Fate, but, what is it? Bend Luck to add a d4 to that. Using my reaction of 13.
Okay, 13 will hit.
Alright.
13's historically
First
hit.
off, okay, no wild magic.
You would
Cast
think
at
that
3rd level.
20 would do something.
Please, no. I've had enough fun for now.
4 and 5.
I couldn't hear you all the way up there.
Let me think. 18, let me see.
I really wish it'd tell you the energy type in the
Yeah,
description.
I'll take force.
Force?
So yeah, 18 force.
it will dissipate.
Ghost, 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 ghost.
And you all get 1100 XP.
Ooh,
Yay.
that puts
Or-
us at 2700. Yeah, 2710.
For your bravery in killing 4 spooky ghosts that actually didn't even do damage to you this time.
Hey, it made Shall age 5 years. I think that's some type of damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's traumatic, man.
But let's start working on that skull, guys.
Also, gosh darn it, I
Also,
made...
does anyone know a tailor? My clothes seem very small for me right now.
Yeah,
I'll-
as your stride is like ripping your pants.
ID rage, because you know. I was like, oh, I thought the ghost was gonna live longer, and so I attacked it with a rock just to keep the rage up.
Well, at least my height matches my imposing presence.
Shall, the tree isn't trying to talk to you, is it?
Is
Go
it?
up to it?
No, it's just there's a skull in the tree's roots.
Well, let's start hacking
Uh,
that skull out
Yeah, I pull out my hand axe and start hacking.
Okay,
and
how many of
whacking
you are
and
gonna start
smacking
hacking?
it.
Whacking. I'm gonna hack and smack and a whack myself with also with a hand axe.
Do I need
Actually,
to make an attack for this?
That's
No,
3.
actually-
No, how many people, Murad, are you gonna hack at it?
No, it's too sad to see a beautiful tree.
well, we're not gonna
down,
cut
so-
it down.
But I'll play an accompaniment as a sort of
You
bittersweet
playing a
ballad.
dirge.
Perhaps
Okay.
a symphony that is
Murad is
bittersweet.
making these difficult because I had a nice even number for this, but with his dirge, I guess it all takes you 13 hours to cut enough roots
Yeah.
down to grab the skull.
My old man back.
Could have shaved off another 3.5 hours, and Roddy helped. You grumble as you all hack at it.
You
I
were
figured I
playing
was,
for 13 hours.
I'm helping in my own way as
I figured I was,
you know.
Actually,
managing.
quick question. Do we need any sort of precision to get this stupid thing out?
No.
Can I rage to make it take less time?
No, because
No.
raids last a minute at a time, and we're
Yeah.
working in the hours.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, it doesn't.
It does.
Rage lasts for. Let me double check that because I'm pretty sure
I think
rage.
you
Just,
might be thinking of.
Yeah, you're
Pathfinder
thinking
Rage.
of second edition Pathfinder, I think.
Possible.
No, second edition Pathfinder is worse than that. My bad.
Your rage lasts for 1 minute.
Rage. Oh yeah, no, your rage lasts 1 minute. Never mind. Okay.
All of you. I know I get confused with Pathfinder sometimes, but not this time.
Yeah, no.
All right, great.
But yeah, so we've got giant skull.
I like as soon as the tree falls, I'm like, getting.
It's not- what?
We're
sort of-
not. It's
You're not cutting down the
falling.
tree. You're just
No, I'm
you're just
saying-
cutting
oh,
around the
right.
roots.
It's
No,
not
also,
literally
as-
growing
as
out of the skull.
Is removed. I'm just sort of like on my toes, looking around,
You're playing a
expecting
dirge,
like
right?
lightning
is
to
it,
crack and someone to moan as
the
if
dirge
cursed.
sounds something like this.
God
Yes.
damn it. Mr. Krabs, this is the world's smilest violin.
But yeah, after 10 hours, you can lift the 100-pound skull out of its
Ew.
recess.
Creek can carry that by himself.
Yep, that's true. But I mean, that's just a big ass fucking skull.
It's a giant skull.
Yeah, it's a giant skull. You're right.
I hate you. Let's go to Everland.
Wow. Outwitted by a charlatan.
All right.
Why do you think
so
you've never
how do we
seen a
get this on
visible,
the airship?
invisible castle? Because they're so rare?
Put it in your backpack.
Okay,
In that
so
nebulous space of,
all right,
items.
hammer space it goes.
Do we want to play Inventory Management Simulator?
No,
No.
thanks.
Can we get an attach case add-on like Resident
Yeah.
Evil 4?
Could you find hip pouches that expand your inventory by 2 slots, but only if you can crack the safe's code?
So real quick, does the skull itself actually do anything for a character, or is it just a cool
It's a
artifact?
skull.
It's really
You
heavy and
feel
It's a
magic
giant
coming
skull.
out of it.
Oh, it is magic. Holy crap.
I guess
Necromancy
it wouldn't be a
magic.
magical artifact.
Oh. It's probably what was raising those ghosts. Well, we could spend an hour on the airship to figure out what's going on here. But yeah, to Everland.
So
Okay.
I'd
On
say
your
we
way to
spend-
Everland, you study the skull. Takes about an hour. There is definitely necromancy magic flowing out of it, but nothing tangible. Nothing like manipulatable. It's
Damn,
just
I wanted to
aura-
know what necromancy tastes like.
It's just an aura of necromancy. Also, I guess you could study your age curse if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see if we can. What would that be? Arcana or religion?
You roll me Arcana, all of you, because you've all been affected, except for Creek,
no-
who can't cast spells.
Is it a spell, really, or?
Well, it's a magic.
It's a
effect.
barbarian curse, isn't it?
Oh,
I mean, I can give it a shot. I am a barbarian after all.
Karate can determine that it is removable, but it's not a curse.
Okay.
It's a magic effect, like an enchantment.
interesting. Okay.
However, you have the sinking feeling that unless it's been treated to maybe within a day or so, it could become permanent.
Ah.
Well, how long does it take us to get to Everland?
Let's look at the map, shall we?
It
Let's
takes
go to the
a
big
day.
board.
Shall's not we.
Luckily, the winds are favorable. Could cut down your travel time a bit.
About 80.
About 80 miles, so 13 hours to chop down wood. You're not going to make it.
Okay.
Maybe if it was 10 hours to chop down wood, you might have made it.
Yeah, or maybe if we decide to go to
Ba-dum-bum.
Everland first after the first time.
Well, that wouldn't have worked.
Galanthar is closer.
That's true. Do we think we can find someone who could cast what we need? How big is Jalanthar?
Yeah, roll me a. I'll give you
History.
the basics, and then if you have any more questions,
Sure.
we can roll. Galanthar.
We don't have time. Time is of the essence.
It's a riverbank way stop for barges traveling up and down the river.
That probably won't work.
They live in stone cottages with mud-sealed timber roofs. Yeah, it seems pretty
That sounds like a pretty
small.
no-horse town.
Well, there is a famous inn there
Oh.
that seems to attract adventurers and other powerful magical sorts.
I was gonna say also, I mean, it's along the river. Boats go up and down the river ferrying folk. There's
I
a
mean,
chance.
Yeah,
We might as
it's-
well go to Yalanthar where we have a chance of introducing.
Look at this guy over here, pronouncing it differently.
We might as well go to wherever
He's only
you
seen
want
it
to
in
call
books,
it.
okay?
Point is if it's definitely going to take a day to get to Everland, then we might as well go to the place where we know, we'll get there sooner and maybe find someone.
Yeah, I'd agree to that. The only question is, do we have the money to afford whatever it's going to cost?
Well,
He
way to
does have
find
a
out.
curse, so
Yeah.
it's probably not a remove curse.
Yeah.
Well, it is an aging effect. Maybe some type of, it wouldn't be dispel magic.
You know?
Might. Who knows?
True. Watch it be
I'll let
wish.
you know what? Let me tell you what I'll tell you what it is because Maradi was able to identify it.
Okay.
It requires a greater restoration within
Oh.
24 hours.
I only have lesser.
That's a 5th level spell.
It is.
And
Does that have a
the
material component?
components are diamond dust worth at least 100 gold.
Well,
I
we-
only
Don't we
use
have-
diamond dust worth
don't we have a few
1,000 gold in
gems?
my spells.
we also have the
Very
golden
good.
armor. We could try and make a trade.
Yeah.
So it'd come down to, can we find someone who's able to cast those spells and has the materials and is willing to barter? Because I don't think we have the money needed to
I
buy
actually
it.
still have a platinum piece.
That's
I just
10 gold.
realized. Oh, that's right. It's only 10. Well, I have 138 gold then.
Oh. Well. I'll kindly pay you back for
For a cheeseburger.
restoration today.
Let's
Okay,
see.
so you're heading to Yalanthar.
Yeah,
huh?
so let's see if we can find anyone first.
Yeah.
20
Unfortunately,
miles
it's
should...
nighttime when you head into the Yalanthar. But that's
That
probably
means they're
for the
all at
best,
the
as
inn.
An imposing airship that enters the small town might cause some alarm. Surely enough, though, as you descend the ropes and enter the gate, a guard, not a guard, a farmer, is going to approach and say,
A farmer with a bucket on his head and a pitchfork
excuse
in his
me,
hands.
are you gods? You came from the sky.
Point us
Not
to
at
the
all.
inn,
It's
please.
merely a modern invention.
Silence, he will shakily point a hand towards the inn.
Have there
Everyone's
been
on the
any-
riverbank.
Completely
Have there been any
nonplussed.
powerful clerics, druids, or wizards in town?
Sorry, none of them are just in turnips, sir. Seems
Well-
to be about a second away from dropping to his knees in worship. You should probably go.
Well, I mean, it's only proper. I'm a nobleman. Anyways, but yeah, we'll head to the inn.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a thatch roof with stone foundation. Seems to be the most permanent building in the town. It is a statue of a rooster, and the words "crowing cockatrice" is
Look at
emblazoned
the
on top.
size of that cockatrice.
Inside
BRB
the inn,
reporting
there's
on
a
Twitch.
There's a a little foyer full of old shields and bits of rusted armor, pounded flat and held up with a profusion of props and cross-braced poles. Innkeeper, a male human, is cleaning out glasses. There's several people there. Some of them seem to be trying to keep to themselves, while others are singing songs and having a grand old time at the end. Sometimes the innkeeper belts out a verse in succession as they go, and he waves you in. He says, "Welcome, travelers. The Crown and Cockatrice is always welcoming to folks on the road. What can we help? What can we serve you today?"
Well, I would like a stiff drink and also some information if possible.
You look like a wine person. Would you like some wine?
I'll take whatever you have. It's been a trying day. I aged 4 years today.
Ah, yes, the road can take a toll on everybody, as he pulls out a flagon of red and pours it into a cup. That'll be 1 silver piece, please.
Done.
Excellent.
I'll put 2 on the table and be like, and
That's a tab.
mention, well, not a tab, but like, just slip another silver piece on the table and say, have there been any powerful casters coming through? I'm looking for someone who would be able to cast a greater restoration.
Well, I'm not much for the
a cleric,
adventure
druid, or
but,
bard, then. I know you have plenty of performers here.
Ah, yes, there are a couple bards. A lot of them are retired, but some of them are from the college. They have stories to tell you if you wish. Others, the wizardly business isn't really what I asked for, but one of the council elders is an old wizard. Maybe he could help you.
Interesting. Fortunately, wizard wouldn't work, but perhaps he knows someone. Thank you for the information.
Yeah, you're welcome. Please make yourselves at home.
Well, I'll see if I'll scout around to see if anyone seems to be dressed in furs or is wearing plate mail with the holy symbol predominantly.
Sure, roll me perception.
Balls.
Yeah, and I'll take a look around too.
I'm just gonna buy a drink.
Well, luck is with you tonight because
Don't
There is-
stage
that
me at
one right
every
there.
turn, Maradi. You're
Wait, doesn't
fired.
all alcohol turn to ash in your mouth?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. But I buy a drink out of habit.
He wants some horse liquor.
out of the corner of your eye, you spot in one of the corners three members. One of them is a dwarf, and 2 are female humans. The dwarf seems to be foreign. The humans seem to be locals, and the dwarf is wearing a familiar holy symbol with the symbol of Lathander blazoned upon it. And
That's
as
where I
you
got the
see-
D-curse thing, isn't it?
It is. The dwarf
Oh,
is
no.
regaling these 2 human women about a heroic tale when his party was facing against a dragon and the ranger was on the ground and the warrior was tripped on a piece of stump and the wizard was out of spells, but the paladin, he shone in on his blazing steed, was able to blind the dragon long enough for them to make a quick getaway. And the human ladies are fascinated by this story.
Wouldn't the burning steed cause him to be on fire as well?
Are you just gonna say that?
No, I'm gonna whisper it over the creek.
That's a very fascinating tale there, my friend, as I signal the barkeeper for a drink for him.
Okay, the bartender is going to lift up a giant cask and tap it as brown ale flows through and 2 mugs appear. One for him and one for you.
Someone so powerful as you must be able to cast all sorts of restorative spells.
But, well, it's, young lad. I mean, middle-aged lad as he looks. Oh, you're a tall one, aren't you?
That's
Well,
part of the reason I'd like to
I'm
speak with
merely
you.
an instrument for Lathander's will. He is truly a true patron, or he's a true patron for doughty folk such as ours.
I'm going to take out the decursing card and show it to him and say, I'd like to commission your services.
Ah! I see you've been to Mithril Hall. I hope brother Addis was happy to see another customer. You know, they've had so many decurses out there, they actually made this program viable. It's quite surprising. I'm not one
You
for
don't say.
I'm one for traveling errantly instead of settling down, but it seemed... What could I help you with, sir?
Well, we were out at Stone Stand to right some wrongs as as is our wont as adventurers, you understand.
Mhm,
And we faced off against some ghosts, and they were so frightening we grew several years older.
Oh, an aging.
And some of us
10
several
inches
inches.
taller.
An aging.
Yes, the
spell.
ghost made me grow 10 inches. Nothing else.
Well, that sounds like greater restoration.
Yes, that's what we
Wow.
were hoping for.
You're very
Would you be able
lucky.
to...
He's a 19th level paladin. With
Oh,
2
Jesus
5th level
Christ.
spells.
Wow.
Out in the dark, you wouldn't happen to have a remove curse handy, would he?
Or 5.
To be fair, I think he could just cast Miracle to cast it, but we'd have to convince him to use some of his 9th level spells.
Yeah, those can get expensive.
No, Miracle just doesn't cost anything.
Oh.
Oh, Miracle might not exist anymore. Never mind.
Also, there are no 9th level spells in 5e. I don't think.
There
At least
absolutely
none
are.
that. Well, none that paladins can learn.
That's
yeah,
true.
for paladins, yeah.
But yeah, he'll say, I have prepared them, but that's an incredibly powerful set of spells you're asking me for. At least 200 gold and diamond dust.
Yes, we are willing to pay and barter for, and I'll motion to Creek to take the armor out of his bags. We have this wonderful set of golden armor we found you might be
I whip it
interested
out.
in.
The breastplate.
He'll look at it
that
and he'll
is.
say, that is certainly fine craftsmanship. Yes. Yes, perhaps we can come to this agreement. Ladies, please, excuse me, the instrument of Lathander must get to work.
Oh, you're so great. Amazing.
Don't you do this.
The instrument is his penis.
So wait, just to make
And
sure.
he's gonna shine up to you and go, you don't have any more of them growth spells.
We got some potions. If
Yeah,
you
we've got
know
these
what I
potions
mean.
that'll make you bigger.
Deal.
I'll
Alright.
hand him one.
So wait,
Alright.
just to be clear, are we only talking about Greater Resto, or are we talking about
2
the...
greater restorations.
Yeah, we might be able to convince him for the remove curses later, but that we'd have to kind of...
Mm-hmm.
Inform
Yeah.
him of every curse.
Yeah, that might be a bit more. But yes, well, first I want to make sure... I don't know if it would be, persuasion or... not deception. What am I looking for?
You're
It would be
looking for
sense
armor,
motive.
but it isn't here.
Oh, since motive
Insight.
is
Just to
insight.
see, just to make sure this is a good deal, like the armor for... We never actually figured out how much that armor was worth.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, roll insight. However, I will tell you off the bat, remove or greater restoration requires at least level 19 paladin. So you are asking for a spell from a very powerful individual.
Oh,
which
yeah.
doesn't come cheap.
Like, I understand. I just want to make sure, like, it's not like, this
Yeah,
armor is
roll
worth
insight.
5,000 gold.
He's definitely interested in the armor, and he thinks it's worth it to him to do this for you.
Okay. I mean, I'm okay with giving it up. I'll pay everyone back for the costs later, because this is really going to come out. Well,
I really don't have
would it be
Horse
possible...
in this race?
It's nighttime and you're going to have revelry and then sleep. Would it be possible to also tack on a few remove curses? My friends have been suffering from several curses at the same time.
Why don't we talk about it in the morning? I'll pay for your rooms for tonight, and then you get some rest after this.
Would we be okay to sleep? Because this trip took us to nighttime. When did we leave? Like midday? Because it was 24 hours, right?
Yep.
So we should still be okay then?
Yeah, you haven't slept at all. On the
Okay.
trip over. You're all kind of worried about getting to here on time.
Okay. All right, that sounds reasonable.
Well,
Yeah,
also,
just
bring me
keep
the
in
2
mind-
lads we need to get this thing done with.
Yes, it's myself and my friend here, and then also we would be willing to pay you for 3 remove curses, as those 3 have some remaining, including a Gios. We can explain
they
that,
are a doozy.
and I will use. Would it be persuasion to explain it in a very rousing way?
Sure, you got
There's
the
there's
dwarf in a good
a
mood. Why
cadre
don't you
of
roll with
terrible,
advantage?
ghosts that.
Yes,
hunt.
through no fault of one of our friends.
Hey,
That's deception, but I
Well,
think the roll
I have the same bonus, but yeah.
yes. The paladin is definitely interested in your story. He seems to enjoy grandstanding as much as anybody else. He says, "Wow, you'll have to tell me about that in the morning." Tell you what, I'll prepare the remove curses. We'll talk about the price in the morning. But for now, let's restore both of you.
Ba-ding.
Well,
Oh,
he needs both of you to come up.
You mean these things up here?
go to-
It's because this is a token. Don't
Now,
worry too much about
I'm only
it.
removing this age thing, right? As he touches your hand, there's many, many things I sense within you, sir.
It's 3
Yeah,
bars.
it's
It's
removed.
just
Thunder's will be done, and he'll speak in Dwarvish, and a flash of light emanates from his hand, and Val is 5 years younger.
and then does he do the same for me?
Says, "Yes, now your turn," and he will emit the flash. Says, "I'm sorry. There's nothing I could do about the height.
I'll just have to get used to this. Do you know a tailor? My clothes
Not
are.
around here. I could probably subscribe you one in Mithril Hall if you ever go back."
That would be great. I'd like to see what a tailor to such a high-level paladin of Lythander could do.
This is you just go see my cousin Drugi. Just ask for him at the Tailors Guild.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yes. Good night, and ladies, let's show you what Lathander can do.
Oh
Hey,
God.
look, Lathander's a god of virility. Okay.
No, I understand. It's
Yeah,
He's
just.
no.
just practicing the word.
Let's hope he doesn't try and use that potion tonight.
Yeah. Oh, also, you haven't tested any of them, have you?
No.
Interesting.
Wait, no, I think we did, didn't we?
No, you haven't.
We
Oh.
tested one that was an enlarged potion,
Okay.
enlarged person potion.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
notice, those potions have numbers on them. The number 7 was missing because that was the one the dude tested on himself.
I don't know which one I just handed him then.
Well, I'm gonna roll a D10, and if it's
Lucky
a 7, I'm gonna
number
roll a
12.
D2.
But well, you guys might not get your D
5.
curses.
Okay. You gave him the one labeled 5. That's something that you're all gonna want to think about. But yeah,
Number
anything
5.
else you want to do before you conclude into the night?
No, I think that's about it. Although, well, I'm not smart enough to realize, or wise enough to realize something bad might happen, so I'll just be all beaming and say, "See, we can work things out.
Yeah.
Everything's coming up, Mateus," and go straight to sleep after partying a bit.
All right. I think we're up there.
I'm struggling here with myself. I'm like, I could, try to warn him, but then I'd be interrupting his well,
What's the worst situation? That the potion didn't do what you want to do, or the potion did do what you wanted it to do?
More that it does something else entirely that just makes him really mad.
What if it was like a flask of oil or something? Wait, you could probably use a flask of oil.
Good night,
what?
everybody.
Let's-
I think that's.
Alchemist's fire.
Oh God, I think he'd recognize that. Hopefully.
Yeah, probably.
When I think about it, how does an alchemist fire actually explode on impact?
I just find it will find it humorous if it's a reduced person.
Yeah, I'll just wait and see in the morning.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
an adhesive fluid that ignites when exposed to air.
Oh, okay.
So I guess as soon as he unstoppers it, it could explode.
Seriously. Or just Molotov
How do
cocktail off
how
the
do
top.
they put them in the flasks?
That's a very good question.
I'd say anaerobic conditions, but I don't think
Yeah,
alchemy has expanded far enough to have, vacuums.
Fermentation exists. They might have carboys, so they might have ways to create a vacuum.
Maybe.
Well, for another time. Questions?
Yeah,
for
I think we're reading too much into
Fill
this.
the room
you,
with carbon
you lucked
dioxide.
out by finding a level 19 paladin.
Yes.
And now we may unluck out by angering a level.
Well, you guys are gonna luck out. I'm perfectly fine and 6'8" right
I'm gonna-
now. I'm a
Yeah,
giant.
what I'm getting at is
I'm
that
gonna do a Google
not getting
search
the
for no
D curse
reason.
is
level
one
19
thing. That's
paladin versus 4 level 6 party.
that's bare minimum. We could easily be hunted down by this paladin for what we've done, depending.
Well, at least the armor you gave him was pretty genuine.
That's true.
Or I should say you traded to him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that'll be it for tonight.
Okay, so that'll be
Okey-doke.
it for 5e for tonight. That
All right,
was,
good night,
that was
everybody.
much better than last time, I want to say. That was
You fought
enjoyable.
ghosts.
We actually
fought
did
ghosts,
that.
we
Got
had
older,
fun.
Got
Yeah,
younger
we-
again.
seriously, does aging 5 years and then de-aging 5 years in a single day do anything to screw with him?
Well, if he tried to get a driver's license while he was aged and then got de-aged, I'm probably sure the DMV
Oh.
would revoke it.
Now I need a
No.
license to rent ultra porn.
The ultra.
Alright. Good night. I'll be switching off in just a bit here.